Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share an incredible story with you. It completely changed my life. One day, I bought an old brass clock from an antique market. But this clock was not normal. Every midnight, time stopped, and it mysteriously gave me 2 extra hours every day. So what did I do in those 2 hours when everyone in the world was frozen? And what big lesson did this clock teach me about life? If you are ready, let's start our mysterious story. Watch carefully, listen to the pronunciation, and let's learn together. Hello, my name is Maya. I am 26 years old and I live in a big, busy city. Every day, my life is very fast. My alarm clock rings at 7 a.m. every morning. I jump out of bed. I drink my coffee quickly. I run to the bus station. I work at an office from 9 to 5. I love my job, but I always feel tired. In the evenings, I come home, clean my room, cook dinner, and check my emails. When I go to bed, I always look at the ceiling and say, I wish I had more time. 24 hours in a day is not enough for me. I wanted to draw pictures. I wanted to read books. I wanted to learn new things, but I never had time. One rainy Saturday afternoon, I was walking in the old part of the city. The streets were quiet. I saw a small, dark shop. The sign on the door said, Old Treasures Antique Shop. I opened the door. A small bell rang. Inside, the shop was full of old books, paintings, and wooden boxes. Behind the counter, an old man with white hair and big glasses smiled at me. Good afternoon, young lady. How can I help you? He asked gently. I walked around the shop. On a wooden table, I saw a beautiful brass clock. It was round and shiny, with elegant black numbers. It made a soft sound. I like this clock, I said. How much is it? The old man looked at me carefully. This is a special clock, he whispered. It gives extra time to people who really need it. Use it wisely. I didn't understand his words, but I paid for the clock and took it home in a blue box. I put the brass clock on my nightstand next to my bed. That night, I was very tired. I was reading a book in bed. Suddenly, I looked at the clock. It was 11:59 p.m. The second hand moved. 58, 59, 12 a.m. At midnight, something unbelievable happened. The ticking sound stopped. Everything became completely silent. I looked out of my bedroom window. A bird was flying in the sky, but it stopped in the air. A car was driving on the street, but its wheels stopped turning. I opened my window and looked at the street. Raindrops were hanging in the air like small crystals. Time was frozen. Everyone in the city was asleep and stopped in time, but I could move. I walked around my room. I felt energetic and free. I looked at the brass clock. The clock hands were moving, but very slowly. A small golden label appeared on the clock screen. Extra time, 2 hours remaining. For 2 whole hours, the world belonged only to me. On the first night, I took out my old sketchbooks and watercolor paints. I sat near the window and painted for 2 hours without any stress. No phone calls, no emails, no noise. On the second night, I read 2 chapters of my favorite book. I made hot tea and enjoyed the peace. On the third night, I went outside. Walking in a frozen city was magical. The streetlights were glowing. The world was standing still. I felt like a superhero with a secret power. Every night at 2 a.m., the clock made a soft ding sound. The rain dropped to the ground, the car started moving again, and the bird flew away. Life went back to normal, and I went to sleep with a big smile on my face. 2 weeks passed. At first, I was very happy. I painted many pictures and read 3 books. But soon, I started to feel strange. During those 2 secret hours, I couldn't talk to my friends because they were frozen. I couldn't share my joy with anyone. One night during the frozen hours, I was sitting in my living room with my beautiful new painting. I looked at the street. It was empty and cold. I realized something important. Silence is beautiful, but sharing your life with people is better. Having extra time was nice, but I was completely alone in that time. I was rushing through my real day just to be alone at night. The next Saturday, I packed the brass clock back into its blue box. I walked to the old town square and opened the door of the antique shop. The old man was standing behind the counter, exactly like before. He smiled when he saw me. "Did you enjoy your extra hours, Maya?" he asked. "Yes, I did," I replied. "It was magical, but I don't need it anymore." "Why?" the old man asked. "Because I don't need 26 hours in a day," I said cheerfully. "I just need to organize my 24 hours better. I need to slow down during the day and spend real time with people I love." The old man nodded gently. "You learned the real secret of time," he said. I left the shop with a light heart. Now I organize my schedule better. I don't rush. I draw my pictures in the evening, and I enjoy every single minute of my day. And that is the end of our story. I hope you liked Maya's mysterious adventure and the lesson she learned. Now it is your turn. Please answer this question in the comments below. If you had 2 extra hours every day, what would you do? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notifications. Thank you for watching Daily Anecdote English. See you in the next story. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.